Good evening and welcome to historic Pritchard Gymnasium, where tonight the Seawolves host the Binghamton Bearcats. I'm Seth Cantor, joined by Rob Pavanelli, and Rob, both of these teams 1-1 in the America East, but the story here on Long Island, the incredible turnaround for this Stony Brook team, a group that's more than doubled its win total from a season ago.
Yeah, Seth, only 4 wins last season for Bethel Boyle's club. What a turnaround she has had. They've got 9 wins already. They've got 7 new faces. A lot of athleticism, playing much more up-tempo. They're scoring a lot easier. What a great job she's done here in only her second year. This is
a Binghamton team that's 2-13 overall, but you have to look past the record if you're on that Seawolves bench tonight.
Well, they got a big win, the Bearcats do, against Hartford last weekend. They're an athletic team. They can score the basketball. They can get to the basket. They do a nice job rebounding the basketball. So Stony Brook certainly has to be careful in transition and on the offensive glass.
The Bearcats are a team in transition. They lost their top 3 scorers to graduation from a season ago, but let's start with Sheree Swinson. She's their leading scorer at nearly 10 points per game.
Well, she's a very athletic basketball player. She's versatile on both ends. She's a good shot blocker, a good defender. She can take it outside, shoot the basketball. She's a presence in the paint. She is averaging 9.7 points a game. She had a high of 23 this season against Austin P. And if the Bearcats are going to come away with a victory tonight, a tough, hard-fought road victory, she's going to have to have a big game for them.
And for Stony Brook, it all starts with Sabree Proctor.
Well, Proctor's the transfer out of North Carolina A&T, and she's one of the big reasons for the turnaround here at Stony Brook. She's an explosive scorer. She comes off the bench because she is, prone to fouls, but she can score the basketball inside. She can shoot the basketball. She had 25 against Iona on December 30th, and she's going to be a big part of the offense tonight for Stony Brook.
Stony Brook and the Binghamton Bearcats in an America East matchup here at Stony Brook University. We'll be back with the starters and the opening tip right here on Optimum Local. Stony Brook surpassed last season's total of 1 America East win. They can do so here. This evening, Seth Cantor, Rob Pavanelli with you. Binghamton only 2 out of 10 from the floor to start. Rob, how much credit do you give the Stony Brook defense for shutting down Binghamton in the early going?
Well, that's where Stony Brook hangs its hat. They are a very fundamentally sound defensive team. Bethel Boyle preaches that in every single practice, and that is how they've been so successful so far this season. Last year, they were very good defensively. They just couldn't score. This year, now they can score and play defense. That's why you have a 9-win total already.
They're a team that's crashed the boards very well this year. They have the second best rebounding margin in the American East. Right now, out-rebounding Binghamton 13-5 and 4-0 on the offensive play.
Well, you play defense, you control the boards, you're usually going to win a lot of basketball games, and now you couple that with the ability to score sometimes, the success is going to continue to come.
Tisha Harris, a 75% free throw shooter. She scored a career-high 17 against St. Francis Brooklyn back on December 19th. Chipped in with 5 in Stony Brook's win against New Hampshire. On Saturday, she goes 1 of 2 from the line. Now Stony Brook, first 2 trips to the free throw line of this game, as Binghamton trails 11-7. Albrecht hits the triple. Kim Albrecht.
And she's got 7 points, so 7 out of the 10 for the Bearcats.
Only 6 3-point attempts on the season, 2 of them coming tonight. And the score 11-10, Stony Brook with the ball. Snow's jumper knocks it down. Nice mid-range touch right there. And Stony Brook back on top by 3, 13-10.
And Snow, the freshman, has really done a nice job scoring in the inside for the Seawolves. Gives the Lady Seawolves a nice presence.
Great ball pressure there by Tasha Harris. It goes out of bounds, and Stony Brook forces the turnover.
And that's what Harris does. High motor, high energy, always active on the defensive end there. Creates the turnover, knocks it off the Binghamton player, and it'll be Stony Brook basketball.
Second turnover of the game for Binghamton. You see them out here in the zone defense.
And this is where Stony Brook struggles. They don't shoot the ball very well from the perimeter.
Goodman.
As I say that, Goodman hits her second 3 of the basketball game.
Nice fluid touch on the triple there, and Stony Brook on top by 6.
I believe Goodman led the country in scoring when she was a senior in high school in Philadelphia. So you know she can put the basketball in the hoop.
She rebounds the ball quite nicely, too. More ball pressure by the Seawolves. It's the 3rd turnover of the game.
Well, when your point guard gets 7.5 rebounds a game, you know she's an athletic player, real smart.
We spoke with Coach O'Boyle before the game. She said really Goodman has been the nicest surprise for her team this year. Nice ball movement by the Seawolves again. Snow, little too much on the layup. It goes out of bounds. And Binghamton gets the ball back.
Goodman went to Paris Junior College and really has been a big addition. We mentioned 7 new faces for Stony Brook this year. Proctor and Goodman really have added so much to the offensive side of the basketball for the Seawolves.
Now Morgan Murphy comes back in for the Bearcats. 16-10, Seawolves with the early lead here. Stony Brook looking to surpass last season's total of 1 America East win. Not much fluidity for Binghamton right now on the offensive side of the court. Here's Snow, long-range jumper. That shot short. Nice box out there by Swain. Binghamton in transition. Now they slow it down. Murphy gives it back to Jensen. Stony Brook playing good interior defense to start this game. And another turnover for Binghamton. That's their 5th turnover of the game. Oh, Goodman will bring it up. She was the America East Player of the Week back on December 10th. Snow keeping it alive, stays with it, leads it in. Nice tenacity.
That was a great job by Snow. Grabs the rebound, finishes the tough basket, and Binghamton wants a timeout.
And we'll keep it right here. Stony Brook, 7 out of 19 to start this basketball game, 37% from the floor. Seawolves defense holding Binghamton to under 30% right now, just 27% from the field.
Well, that's, again, I don't want me to continue to say the same thing, but that's what Stony Brook does. They are so fundamentally sound defensively. They control the glass. Look at this terrific rebound in the up and under by Snow off the glass in a sea of Bearcat defense.
Snow averaging just over 3 boards per game. Now, we spoke about this during the pregame. What a turnaround by Beth O'Boyle. Just in her 2nd season, this Stony Brook team, they've more than doubled their win total from a season ago. They only won 4 games last year, this year with 9.
Well, credit the hard work that Beth O'Boyle and her staff has put in recruiting, practices, off-season workouts. I mean, they've come in with a plan, and the plan certainly is working so far. They've added a lot of athleticism, a lot of talent, and that's why they've got 9 victories.
Stony Brook with its largest lead of the game, 18-10. Just past the halfway point in the first half. As Goodman staying with Albrecht, not giving her an inch.
Well, you can't give her an inch as she's come off on a hot start, and there's another travel.
6 turnovers now for Binghamton, and Stony Brook can make it a double-digit lead on this possession.
A lot had to do with Goodman's on-ball defense right there on on Albrecht, and Albrecht had to get rid of it under the heavy pressure, and Jensen traveled.
Shakira Goodman leading Stony Brook with 6 points to start. Harris and Snow each with 4. Kim Albrecht leading Binghamton with 7. She leads all scorers. Here's the entry pass. Prevalon had nothing inside. Kloppinger. Now Goodman putting it on the floor. 3 goes in and out. Ball batted around. Stony Brook again creating second chance opportunities. It's a 10-point game.
I am so impressed with Shakira Goodman. She does it all. Defends, handles, passes the rock, has knocked down 2 threes. She is very, very impressive, doing it all out of the point guard spot.
Swain had nothing inside, kind of forced that runner there. And here are the Seawolves now leading 20-10. Entry pass goes inside to Snow. Snow with nothing. Good interior defense by Swinson as Goodman takes it back. Stony Brook with good ball movement here. 8:05 remaining in the opening half. At the half, we'll be joined by Stony Brook head baseball coach Matt Sink. You're on Optimum Local. 5 to shoot. Long distance shot short as Proctor couldn't get it to go. And here's Binghamton now, trailing by 10. Well, the Bearcats last in the America East at 48 points per game right now with only 10. And another turnover, 7 now. For the Bearcats.
They have looked out of sync on the offensive end, have the Bearcats. That's a 3rd travel. Unforced almost travels. But Stony Brook playing some good half-court man-to-man defense.
Seawolves, their largest lead of the game, 20-10. We'll take a break. We'll rejoin you shortly. You're watching Seawolves basketball on Optimum Local. Stony Brook with a sizable lead here at the brink. Seth Cantor joined by Seawolves head baseball coach Matt Senk after a 52-win season and an appearance in the College World Series. Coach, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now take us back to the LSU series at Alex Box Stadium. 10,000 people in the stands. What was that atmosphere like for you?
Well, you know, I get asked that question quite a bit, and even after being asked as often as I have, it's really tough to describe everything that went on there. The place is just crazy, the most rabid fans I've ever been around. You know, when I was being interviewed by someone in Baton Rouge, they said, welcome to the Cathedral of Baseball, and he was right. Incredible atmosphere, just everything about the box, and the LSU fans were just unbelievable.
Your team played so well that weekend against LSU. What do you remember most about your team's play?
Well, I think the thing I remember most is, they just did an unbelievable job in that they were, the epitome of team chemistry. They wanted to not only do well for themselves, but they just wanted to do well for their teammates, and that made us extremely difficult to beat.
Well, the city of Omaha came to the point where they adopted you as their team. That must have felt just so good.
That was unbelievable as well. Again, not enough superlatives to describe the experience. Yeah, I guess the best example of that is when we had our autograph session, and basically the line wrapped halfway around the stadium. That's how much the people of Omaha embraced our team, and it was really an amazing display of support for us.
The success of this program has clearly put Stony Brook baseball on the map. How has last year's success helped your recruiting efforts going into 2013?
Well, it's helped us tremendously. Obviously, we've now have name recognition throughout the country. I mean, we've already done well recruiting as far as going out to California and up into Canada and other parts of the country, but now we have name recognition throughout the country, and people saw what we did, and they look to us as a viable option, and we're excited about being able to go out even to a greater talent pool.
When you look at this year's team, you lose 7 players to the Major League Baseball draft a season ago, but you have a nice nucleus and foundation returning. What identity do you expect for this year's Seawolves group?
Yeah, I try not to think about the 7 guys that left us that are now playing professional baseball, but we have 3 freshmen All-American that are back, that come back kind of headlining, 16 returners, brought in a terrific class. 2 of the guys in the class were actually drafted out of high school, so I'm optimistic. I think that we should continue to do some really positive things, and I think that the guys are ready to go, and we're looking forward to it. I mean, we open up February 15th, so it's really right around the corner.
Well, Matt Sink, Stony Brook baseball head coach, coming off of a 52-win season. Thank you so much for your time at opening day, not too far away.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, and go Seawolves.
Stony Brook with a 35-18 lead here at the break. We'd like to thank Matt Sink for his time, and we'll take a break. We'll recap the first half, have statistics for you as well. You're watching Seawolves basketball on Optimum Local.